Hello YouTube, welcome back to my games of Sensible World of Soccer. Okay, so here we go. I had a bit of trouble with the controller settings there a second ago. So I've been having a few issues. Now, again, I can't really show you the database at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in my club. There we go, Leyton Orient. And then via position, I think is probably the best thing. Or name will do. Name. So yeah, just to run through the stats of the players that they put down for Leyton Orient. Now, their most expensive player is it's joint between Marvin Bartley and actually their most expensive player is Kevin Lisby. £450,000. His passings 2, velocity 1, heading 2, tackling 1, control 4, speed 5, and finishing 3, which is very good. Dave Mooney, they've got him at speed 3, finishing 4. Let's have a look. Where is Stockley? Jaden Stockley, they've put him at speed 3, finishing 2. So generally his stats are quite low in comparison. Again, they put Jamie Jones really badly. Badly stat-wise, you know, he's actually a pretty decent shot stopper. He's a pretty decent goalkeeper. Just, if I'm honest, he's very injury-prone. For Leyton Orient, he's been probably injured pretty much more often than not. So we are actually at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. I've still got Johan Lassemat on the for sale, so to say. I've traded a few people in to purchase other people. As you can see, we no longer have. We don't have Jaden Stockley with us. We don't have Lloyd James. We traded for. I believe the African fella, the guy from Ghana. Who else did we trade in? Nathan Clark is still there, but I'm actually looking at buying someone with his value at 200k. So again, he's not bad stat-wise, but to be honest with you, Cuthbert and Baldry are actually better statistically than he is. So they are definitely the better ones to go to. So. Just a quick show you how the transfer market works. You can buy direct goalkeepers for whatever price. Obviously, I can't afford one right now. If I would buy one of these, because they're obviously, the way the game works is that the more expensive the goalkeeper, the better the goalkeeper is, if you know what I mean. That's the way they balance the game in terms of goalkeeper stats. Otherwise, goalkeeper stats, including with everything else, will probably break the very small budget in terms of what Sensible World of Soccer was actually capable of. Now, what I could do here, I could look at these players. Look at their price, so 200k for SPT, and go, right, how do I find out this guy's stats? Now, I can search directly for Port Vale and do a search on that, or I can do a search directly for Dan Jones, which I'm probably going to do right now. So if I just do like club name, Dan Jones, that's it, nice, and then do a direct search for that player. And he's actually statistically, he's passing 3, velocity 2, heading 1, tackling 2, control 1, speed 4, and finishing 1. So if I actually can compare him to my left back at Leyton Orient, sorry, that was wrong. I pressed the wrong button. So Gary Sawyer, he's 2-1-4-4, 2-2-1. So he's actually quicker, but overall statistically, my guy's better. So. That's how you usually do it, and I'm actually using the built-in player database system that they have there. Now you've got this guy from Bolton Wanderers, pretty decent, Meadow, 650k. If I had it, I probably would go for him to replace any of my injured midfielders, or use my midfielders as backups for him. And that's pretty much how you can do it. You can just check their stats before you go and buy them. Again, Johnson there. 350k right winger. I've got a pretty decent right winger as it is, and I could actually trade him with Moses Odebajo and do a trade for that, because obviously speed, control, velocity is better than control, control, passing, and speed, whatever it is that Odebajo's got. Yeah, control, passing, speed. So you can do that, and then obviously you can go into the foreign markets and you can check out their players, or you can go directly to the teams and do trading values and things like that. The best way for me to explain trade value with a team is basically go double. That is the best way to explain it. So I'm just going to quickly check on the Wolves team. We've got Sacco 1 million there. Pretty much everybody there, being the fact that they were relegated from the Championship, are going to be higher statistically than anybody else in the game. Z Ismail, 130k speed control passing is pretty decent for a right winger. You got 1 million speed control passing right there. So it just depends on how quick this dude is. Depends on whether he's actually going to get a massive increase in stats or not. So there is that. That's pretty good. El Griffiths, speed, finishing, velocity, 500k. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty decent. Again, checking in between Kevin Doyle and Sigadas. I'm not too sure. Maybe they run out of space for his full names. It could be Sigurdsson. Whatever his Sigurdsson, whatever his name is, I don't know. So yeah, they're statistically are better than me, so they should technically win this game. Now, obviously, with Dean Cox out and no left winger to replace him, I've had to put left back in there. Now, I could probably swap that with Gary Sawyer and have Gary Sawyer as my left winger for now. Again, I could change the layout of my team to match what I have available, but again, I don't know. So I just left it as a 4-4-2 formation with Sawyer out on the left, so we can do that. And if it turns out that this guy's too slow at left back and I'm getting beaten by their right winger Ismail, then I may have to bring Sawyer back onto the right hand side and on the right back and try and keep him under control. So here we go. Come on, O's. Come on, O's. So yeah, this is where the game kind of gets in its stride, really, to be honest, because someone like Leyton Orient this season have been phenomenal. So yeah, it just shows you just how good Leyton Orient can be. You know, when they're actually, you know, they play so well. Sometimes it's just silly. Just checking on the stats of Zel Ismail, he's actually quite poorly stat-wise. 2 passing, 1 velocity, 1 heading, 1 tackling, 2 control, 2 speed, and 1 for finishing. That's not that great, to be honest. He's actually quite good. Roger Johnson, 7 for heading, 7 for tackling, 5 for speed. Very, very good. 7 is the highest stat, by the way. So when you find people like that, like Bakary Sacco, 4 passing, 4 velocity, 2 heading, 1 tackling, 7 control, 7 speed, 3 for finishing. That's actually very good. So Sigurdsson is the other forward. Who was the other one? We've got Jake Cassidy, 250k. Kevin Doyle, 750k. Who's the other forward? Griffiths, 2-3-2-1-3-5-3. 500k, that's not bad, that's quite good stats. It's pretty decent. Richard Stearman, 2-1-4-4-2-5-2. This is just me looking up players, just in case I want to buy them to go for when I get promoted to the Championship. You've always got to look up, you've always got to hope for the best. So, quite a good 0-0 there. Let's go and check, see if anybody's injured. To actually check your bench on the Amiga emulator, you basically, on the Amiga game, you would double tap left to the bench, and to get out, you tap left once, tap right once, and you get out onto the main pitch. If you, I know I can't know if I can do it on this one. I can't remember the actual buttons for stats. On the Xbox it was Y, but I don't actually know what it is on the PC. To slow a replay down, you just press R again, and you can actually slow the replay down, so you've got like an instant replay. Slow motion. I remember that from the controls in the original game. Although I actually use it on this. Well, so far, no real injured players, not really any major chances on goal, really. It's been very much so, like I was saying in the last game about, or it might even been part 2, about boring 0-0 draws. That's probably the best chance of the game there, and a good save by Jim, or James Jones. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, saved by James Jones there. Get in there, son. We don't want to be losing to this lot. I'll wait for the next time it goes out. So I'm going to sub on. Hopefully I'll be bringing on as a super sub. Gouffron. Lisby's probably the better player that I have. So let's take off Simon Church. Bring on Kev Lisby. Bring on Gouffron. Oh, no one in the box. Oh, come on, boys. Got all the away fans up there behind the goal. Oh, no, come on. Get it long, son. Get it long. That's a good ball. Good ball. Go on, Kev. Well, that left back's not that bad. He still is pretty slow, but he's not horrifically slow. Oh, save! So I mean, James Jones isn't a bad goalkeeper, but they just put him bad stat wise. So it's going to be pretty. I think this is going to end in a 0-0 unless something really disastrous happens. To be honest, and that ends in a 0-0. So it's the first draw of the campaign for us. Unbeaten in 5. That's not too bad. Stats are coming up in a second. I think Wolves had us pretty much on the. Oh no, we had the better stat-wise. More shots on target, more attempts. They've won a corner, so we're actually the better team there. But again, pretty dull game really. So we'll find out how Bristol City got on in a second. Oh, view offers. Nathan Clark. Oh, nice. Ask for more. Withdrawn offer. Okay. Right. I'm actually going to pause the video here. I'm going to have a look around to see what sort of defender I want to replace Nathan Clark. Because, no, I love Nathan Clark. He's a great captain for the Orient at the moment. But on this game, he's statistically not that great. So, I'm going to look around and see if I can replace him. And I'll be... Okay, well, that didn't go quite as according to plan. The two guys that I'm looking for were basically... I'll read out their stats to you. The first guy that I was looking at was is a gentleman named Nom Kalju. He's from Nom Kalju, named Andres Kugas from Estonia. He's 180k, 1025140. That's obviously in the order of passing velocity, heading, tackling, speed, control, speed, and finishing. They wouldn't sell him for anything less than 290k, which I don't actually have available. And the other guy I was trying to look for was a dude from Slovakia called Peter Misic, or Mikic, and he was from the club called Nitra, and he again 180k. They wanted 300,000 for him. Passing nothing, velocity nothing, heading 2, tackling 5, control nothing, speed 5, and finishing 1. They're the guys that I really wanted to trade for if possible, because obviously they're high speed, high tackling. I would prefer to have Kugas, because he obviously has the 1 control, the 1 passing instead of the just the standard 1 for finishing, and the extra 1 point in speed. So, but none of them was willing to trade. There was no one on the transfer market that I really wanted, so we're stuck again with Nathan Clark, and we should have some injured players off of the injury list at some point soon. Dave Mooney's back in the game. So I'm probably going to take stock out of it, to be honest, because he's okay, but he's not that fantastic. So I'm going to switch them back over because I know Dave Mooney will score lots of goals. So let's have a look. Simon Church is willing to play there. Dave Mooney. Simon Church is willing to play in either of those positions. For some reason, tick-wise, those two don't really care. So I'm just going to leave them on as they are, to be honest, because I know Dave Mooney's a good player in this game. But again, Gouffron has played well for us so far, so I don't really want to be playing around with him. The left back here seems pretty decent, so I'm going to leave him in as well. And we've got Helgen, midfielder, still out for another couple of games. What else we have? I think we've got Coxey out still for another couple of games. So yeah, what I might do, I might actually sub these on. No, that's a good bench. I've got back up for pretty much everything. My right back or left back goes down. I've got Adebayo. Defenders go down. I do have Nathan Clark still. So I've got options. So let's. We haven't even gone into the next game. Whatever. So Orient versus Oldham. That was just Barry Earn being a bit of a knobhead. Blame it on Barry Earn. Right, so Bristol City drew the last game. Stevenage must have won. I think Tranmere won as well. So they're all 1 point ahead. We're about to go into the 6th game. So, yeah. That's pretty much that one. So Oldham's team, it's okay. McDonald's alright. K Smith looks pretty decent. Speed, control, passing. I'll have a look at his stats during the game, I think. Left back Jay Mills, speed, control, tackling. He looks pretty decent. Might go for him when I get available cash. So let's get on with the match. Let's go. This one's going to be a little bit longer, so. Alright, so let's have a look. Corey Smith. 3-2-2. Yeah, 3-2-2-3-4-5-1. That's actually not bad. That's quite a good stat. 550k, pretty decent. There's a foul there. Left back. Save. Anyone else there that I'm really looking at in terms of stealing from my opponent? I'm always looking at speed control. Right winger looks pretty decent. 5 speed, 3 control, 2 passing velocity and finishing, which is quite good. Makes him a sort of an advanced right winger. Left wing, he's pretty average. They do have 2 goalkeepers though. Oh, bastard. It's actually a pretty good defender in there as well. Look at that. Oh no, we've got an injured player. We've got an injury. Oh dear, what's happened here? Marvin Bartley. Do we have anyone? We've got Lassamat. We've got Adebayo, Dave Mooney, Gouffron. Let's do a direct swap with Lassamat. They've got a defender, which is his name's Genseric Kusunga from Switzerland. 1-1-4-4-1-4, which is pretty bloody good to be honest. 4 heading, 4 tackling, 4 speed. He's very, very good for a defender. So I may be looking at grabbing him. Only 250,000. So if I can get a couple of grand more, I might be on the verge of picking up a pretty decent replacement for Nathan Clark. Save. Dude up front called Rooney. Adam Rooney. 2241 224. He's okay. He's not too bad. Come on, O's. Not bad half. It's okay. Pretty quick half times, as you can see. Go in, have your orange, come out, off you go. I got to admit, that's usually how it used to feel when I was younger. You know, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, going out there to play football. You know, go off at half time. You're knackered from either the late night before or what have you. And you're knackered. You just think, you know, I just want to go back in bed and have a kip. It's freezing cold. It's always cold. You get your orange at half time and you're back on the pitch again in like 2 minutes. That's what it feels. His own player blocked the shot. Go on, Kev. Ooh, good block by the defender there. Yes! Get in there, Lisby. Come on. Yes, get in there. So 64 minutes in, and I will probably want to be subbing on one of my players. So I'll sub on Gouffron for Church, and then about 80-85 minutes I'll probably bring Dave Moon back on again for his first game in like 5 games. From literally the first second of the first game, really. So first second of the first game he got taken out, and that was the last we saw of Dave Mooney pretty much until now. So come on, boys. Go on, Lisby. Yes! Come on! Get in there, Gouffron. Keeper was trying to do a Spider-Man. Failed. So we'll bring Dave Mooney on. I wanted to get him on a little bit earlier, but I didn't have the time to, so he's not as quick as Lisby, but he's I think he's finishing slightly better. So here is that. Oh, good tackle. Come on, Dave. Ooh. First touch of the game. And that's the end of that one. So that was a good win. Good 2-1 win. Get in there. Get the stats up. We'll have one more game on this one, so you know that middle break was pretty long. So statistically, 51 to 49, 12 attempts, 11 on target, so they're 4 and 4. 1 corner, 1 for the fouls, and no bookings, no sending offs. So we actually done pretty decent there. I'm quite pleased with that. And again, my mouse is on the screen. So we're back at top of the league, 5-1-0, 8-4-2 against. You know, Bristol look like they're scoring for fun at the moment, so that's probably going to be a pretty big game. Vincent Debussy has left the club, so Why am I in the transfer market? I don't know. Oh yeah, I know what I was doing. I was actually putting Nathan Clark on the transfer list. Oh, he's joined the club. Right, okay, so he's not really going to get played pretty much at all, really. Dean Cox still injured. Who else have we got? Michael Helga still injured. I don't know how many games that's been, 3 or 4 games, something like that. So let's get Lassamat on for Bartley. That's better, there we go. And then Bartley off for... Who do I want to transfer him out for? I might give the right back another chance, because he looks like he could be a good centre half. Tackling, speed, passing. Again, he could be quite a good defensive midfielder. Tackling, speed, passing. So we'll do that. Let them guys rest. Gouffron with a double. Simon Church with 2. Lisby with 4. And let's play the next match. Oh, we're in the FA Cup. So against Charlton Athletic. Well, it says League Cup. I'm assuming it's the FA Cup. It's probably the League Cup actually. So we are going to go in for this one against Charlton Athletic. They're the statistics of the players. Again, a pretty small bench. You know, only 3 players on the bench. No goalkeepers. No extras or anything like that. But they have got quite a decent team. So, and that's ours. Now we have got a 3-man bench already, so we may have to switch some people out. I'm going to bring on Dave Mooney. I want Mooney on. I don't really need Clark. Now Gouffron. I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Because again, he could probably replace anybody in the midfield. So can he. And he can replace any forwards. He can also replace people in defence as well. Gouffron. Give some time to some guys to actually rest. So we're at home to Charlton. Yeah, anyways. I need to get Dave Mooney back into the game, so that's why I'm leaving him on the bench. So I mean, like, the values of the teams don't mean a great deal, to be honest with you. You know, my team can quite evenly keep up with someone like Charlton because I have speed. You know, if I didn't have the speed, then you know I would lose quite heavily to these sort of teams. But luckily enough, I've basically because I already know about the speed control issues of the game, and to make the game a little easier, I can do that. And I have used that advantage quite well. Obviously, having a player database also helps quite considerably. So you know like who you're buying, what you're buying, and things like that. So that's always good. You know, Simon Church isn't exactly the best player in the game, but you know, for his stats, he was the best sub forward that I could get my hands on. In fact, Gouffron's been quite decent since picking him up on trial. Has been quite good, or reserves, whatever he was. I think he was reserves actually. Come on, Church. You can do better than that. Oh, he's fast. Oh no, come on. I have to check if that player's had down and out, to be honest. So that's what I'm doing now. Oh, he's fine. centre forward going in for a tackle is never a good thing. Go on, Lisby. Going at the half 1-0 down. Pain in the neck. Come on, O's. Oh, come on. It's bad decision making there by Baldry, you know. He could quite easily have been done there. He went running off somewhere midfield. I don't know where he was going, but he was running off somewhere up there in the midfield area. Save. Made a meal out of it, but it was a good save. What was that? Oh, it's a block. Let's have a look, see what we can do with this. Mooney in for Lisby or Church? Let's go Mooney in for Lisby. And I don't need to sub Lisby off, but you know it's always good to get guys that have been injured time on the pitch. Oh, bloody Spider-Man, what the hell? Oh no. Oh, get in there. Good goal. Great goal. A loss of defender in the process, but great goal. Buries it in the bottom corner. I'm going to bring you on for Scotty Cuff, but so he's taking a bit of a knock. Slow as arseholes. You saw that, didn't you? He's so slow. He must literally have like 0 speed or 1 for speed. He got to have 0 for speed, surely. To be that slow, he's got to. Oh, he spilled it. Game may finish 0-0, 1-0, sorry. Oh, don't jinx it. There we go, good save. Yeah, game finished 1-0. I think that'll be the last game for this part. So 1-0, Simon Church with another good contribution to the game. We had good possession, they had the better goal attempts and shots on targets to us, and we won a corner. So thank you very much. Oh, you know what, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. So we actually do have another match in there somewhere. There we go, League Cup round 2. Second leg, so there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.